That's it. I'm tired of Oak Creek, Wisconsin. Even though it's not a bad place to sit at, but I've been here since Saturday, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and today's Wednesday, and this is where I draw a line. Well, first of all, it's a small truck stop. It's a small truck stop, and it gets filled up, you know, by about 6 o'clock. See, now it's empty, right? But around 8 or 9, people start doing crazy things. Like, there's a parking lot next to me. I cannot get in there myself because, well, now I can, but still, you know, my trailer is pretty long. And there's a curb in there on the other side, right? And then there's spots over here where you see it's all empty. But yesterday, like 8 or 9, or even once, there was like a guy at 2 in the morning who starts backing, you know, and from that angle he tries to back into here. There was another truck in there, so basically you have to jump out of your truck in your, you know, underwear and start waving your hands, you know, to attract some attention. So I mean, it's, after a few days it gets boring, you know. Like, first day was fun, you know, you get outside, you start jumping, you know, waving your hands, hey, do you see me? And what I do is, you know, I always turn on my lights when I see people backing next to me. I turn on my lights, and maybe I'll even light up the see, I have this headlight in the back, but it's not very strong. There's 2 lights on the back of the sleeper, and there's no loads, you know. And I asked my dispatcher, say, okay, so give me advice. What do you want me to do? I'm in Wisconsin, I'm Canadian, right? So I cannot do loads inside US. So what we're doing now, we're playing like a long game to see where loads will be between Christmas and New Year, because there'll certainly be loads, but which way they will be going, from Canada to US or from US to Canada. And I look at the Landstar, you know, board, like that free Landstar broker, and I did a search. There's like 5 loads going to Ontario from US, but there's 0 loads from Ontario to US. So it's hard to say. And then all of a sudden there was a last minute load from Tennessee, but it's like one of those, the same pretty much like Cat R1700G I picked up in Baltimore, but that one was 88,000 pounds. This is a different make and model, but the same kind of, like, you know, mine loader. But this one is 92,000 pounds. So I cannot do it with 7 axles in the States. And I double checked the specs. Yeah, it's 92,000 pounds. And I just called them. I call Landstar myself, you know, just to the agent, just to see if maybe they can take something off, like the bucket, because I know the bucket weighs at least 10,000–15,000 pounds. If they take the bucket off, I can do it, you know. So I figured before I pass this lead to my dispatch, even though I know they track these things, you know, they have all these load boards themselves, but, you know, I'm sitting doing nothing, so I might as well show some initiative. And I call them, and they say, oh, at this point we're just taking messages, you know, this load is basically pretty much covered. So, you know, if they have so many people interested in that 92,000 pounds, so like, what's the chance of them working with the guy who can only do like a partial load, like the same thing without a bucket, you know? Maybe take 1 tire off, because I know 1 tire is like 5,000 pounds, right? But I don't know, then it's not looking good. You have a mine loader with 3 tires on, 3 wheels, like you deliver, and people start, you know, asking you questions like, what happened to the 4th wheel, you know? So nobody wants to do that. Oh, by the way, so here's my favorite truck stop directory, which I use all the time, right? And what I like is that you can see the map here. You cannot see this on a small screen of a smartphone, you know. The map shows you right away these black spots, right? I showed this before, but this is my favorite directory, you know. And they're not paying me for saying this, but I love this. It's so useful. So these black spots, right? That's a real 24-hour truck stop, probably with the restaurant. Like you see Oak Creek over here, 94 Wisconsin, Oak Creek. And the first thing I usually look at is the size. Okay, Oak Creek, yeah, Loves and Pilot. You see this? Yeah, Loves and Pilot. And then I see here it says XL. XL means a room for 150 and more trucks. And actually this one I checked on Pilot Travel Center website. I think they said 180 or 181 or something, so it's not that big. So that's why it gets filled up. You need over 200, but they don't have the XL. That's the biggest one. And then there's Loves, the same size. And then preferably I want to go to a truck stop with the scale, because usually that one is better equipped. Then over here 24 hours, that means a restaurant. Like nothing on this empty square means that they're just like a deli counter or a Subway sandwich place. But when it says 24 hours or a black square like this, that means it's a real restaurant. And that's why actually why I came here. And they even show you a Walmart. If there's a Walmart nearby somewhere here, shopping, parking, food, stores, trucker, travel, motel, restaurant. Yeah, I think somewhere over here I saw. Oh yeah, Walmart. Over here it says stores, Walmart, Kmart. And over here it'll show you if there's a Walmart next to it, you know? So these guys put so much information in such a condensed form, you just need to know how to read it. So now I want to move just 10 miles to a slightly bigger truck stop over here, Racine. Actually, there was supposed to be a load in there. My dispatch says there was some kind of a stupid farm tractor with those sticking out axles. You know, like it's the tractor itself is not oversized actually, but it's just the end of axles stick out. I guess they, you know, I know how it gets. You know, you at the end of the month you get axle which is longer than normal, but you know, it's end of the year, so engineers think that nobody will notice, or they slap this longer axle on the tractor. Hey, go, you know, nobody will look closely. It goes to a farm, right, a farmer, so take it. But then of course we have to deal with the oversized permits, and it's just inconvenience, you know. Okay, let's see, Racine. See, whole bunch of truck stops. Citgo, Petro, that's the one I want to go. Okay, it says XL, so good size, and 24 hours. So it has a 24-hour restaurant, you know, that Country Pride. Of course, Denny's is slightly better, but I'm just getting sick of it. And it has a cat. So exit 333. Okay, so let's see if my thing will find it over there. A point of interest, PO in a city, Wisconsin. Racine restaurant, because it doesn't have truck stops. And I know it's called Country Pride, so sometimes that trick works, you know, when you don't have yeah, that's gonna take a while. Search by name, petrol. MJ Petroleum, JD Petroleum, what the SNR, Wisconsin Petroleum, Petrol Stopping Center, beautiful. Oh. 18 kilometers, that's gonna be my trip for the day. And then I'm gonna call it quits and start driving tomorrow. But actually, you know, two things I like about this Oak Creek Pilot. First of all, the price went down. I got fuel. I can see from here. It's actually it was $2.14, even though across the street it was $2.08 at Loves. But you know, I want to get points at Pilot, because I wasn't sure if I'll run into another Loves later on if I need to get another shower. So I fueled here And fast forward 2 days or 1 day, now it's the same price. It's like $2.15 credit or $2.09 cash, just 1 cent more expensive. So I lost 5 cents, and I think I loaded I fueled what, like 100 something, 30 or 40 gallons, so basically like $5 US if I waited. But you know, you never know. So the price was very low. And secondly, there's a grocery store, Pick and Save. You know, you can buy some real food. Like I bought some nuts, you know, some apples, you know. They even have a liquor department over there. Oh, and they have movie rentals. There's a machine in the lobby of that Pick and Save. You can rent a movie like $1.50 a night. I rented twice, like watched like 5 movies, you know. I don't have to buy them at the truck stop. So that was great. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, usually I warm up the engine up to like 40 degrees. And we're gonna keep rolling. This is the last video before Christmas. So maybe I will get another load before the end of the year. But it might be the last video of 2015. So I hope everybody has a good holidays and New Year. All right, what are we missing here? Pressure, temperature, everything's good. Engine oil, fuel. I hate this thing. I mean, when it starts going low, my DF. Yeah, I think we're okay. We can move out. I'm going very slow because my rear axle, you know, because I'm so long, I had to put my rear axle over the curb. And also when I turn like this in winter, when it's cold, I always open windows and I check my trailer wheels to see if they are spinning. I'm not joking. When your truck sits for a long time in the cold, it happens once in a while, so your wheels will, the brakes will freeze. It happened to me like 2 or 3 times. And then basically if you don't pay attention, you will ruin your tires. Happened to me maybe twice in 5 years.
After 80 meters, go straight ahead, then turn left.
And that's Love's across the street. And we're just gonna go like half a block. Yeah, those pictures, if you guys saw, yeah, there's a Starbucks over there, or everything here. The only thing I don't like actually is that Starbucks is not part of the chain, so all their prices are at least 75 cents US over what you normally would pay, you know. And it gets annoying where I know, so I know, for example, that I always get, let's say, Grande Americano or Tall Americano, which is medium size. And I know in the States it's usually about $2.25. All right, but over here it's $2.75 or almost $3. Так, South 41, 94 East. All right. And so yeah, it's pretty expensive, you know. Oh, and also because they're not part of the chain, they don't give you free refills. I have a gold card, gold Starbucks card, and the rule is that if you use that gold card, if you have money on it, then refills are free, so you can sit there all day. Except of course you don't get expensive drinks as refills, but if you buy Americano, for example, you get a regular coffee or tea for free, which is, you know, good, because I like to sit there and, you know, play with my computer. But these guys, I go for a refill and I look at the register, like on my side, and it says 50 cents. And first day I did not know that they were playing this game. I said, what is this? I said, is it supposed to be free? And the girl says, well, I don't know, I just enter it, I swipe your card, I swipe your golden card, and the machine tells me if it's free for you or not. I said, it's a golden card, you just charged me 50 cents. Well, there's nothing I can do, sir. Okay then. So I did not appreciate that too much, you know. I don't understand how they can be Starbucks but not be part of the chain, you know. Like, how do you get into this lucrative business, you know? Because that would be great, right? You can, let's say you open a store, let's say selling ice cream, right? And you call yourself Walmart, and then people go there expecting to find like 35-cent cones, but instead all your cones are 10 bucks. And they say, what the heck? And you say, well, I'm a Walmart. Yeah, but I'm not part of the chain, so I'm kind of like an independent Walmart, you know what I'm saying? I think somebody would get a gun and that place would be closed, you know? It just doesn't seem like fair consumer practice. Like, you call yourself Starbucks, it should be Starbucks prices. That's what I'm thinking. Because otherwise you're misleading people, you know. I see the sign Starbucks, hey, I love this. I go inside, and now you're already inside, you see comfortable leather chairs. Of course you're not gonna leave, right? So they hook you with these, oh, that's where I'm going. What? 24 miles. Oh, that's T8. Sorry, no, that's not where I'm going. I'm going to Petro. Actually, I like Petro better than TA, even though now they have one website. You know, you can go to ta-petro.com, I think. Oh wow, it's pretty windy today. And the reason we are rolling as well, I wanted to show you guys what it looks like driving basically on December 23rd on a major freeway in US, but we're still very far from Chicago. I'm pretty sure in Chicago now people are throwing cartridges at each other, you know, and shouting obscenities maybe. Because it's what? It's 2:33 Eastern time, so it's 1:30 local time, and it's the last day before Christmas. Oh, I was reading online something. They said that this is gonna be the busiest shopping day in US this Wednesday, today, because many people, you know, still shop for gifts and presents. Yeah, you see how I changed lanes? That's just a polite thing a trucker would do, because I know my truck pushes lots of air even though I'm empty. But if I would have stayed in that lane where that poor guy was wrestling with the tarp on his pickup truck, I can guarantee that he'd be pretty scared, one, because he'd be hit by that rush of air, even though I'm only doing what, 55? Come on, that's too low. Yeah, let's do 57. But also his top would probably fly away and his whole truck would shake. How do I know? Because I used to drive a tow truck and I had idiots like that pass me at a much higher speed. They don't change lanes. So guys, truckers, if you watch this, please change lanes when there's somebody sitting on the shoulder, you know, if you can. Because I don't think all truckers realize how dangerous it is when a huge heavy truck passes a small vehicle sitting on the shoulder. Oh, the weigh station is closed. That's how we like them. And it's 23rd, right? Yeah, 23rd of December, and it's plus 14 Celsius. Plus 14, 1-4. What is that? That's like 60, 65 F, I think. Because yeah, 32 is 0. So 10 Celsius is 18. So 10 is 50. Yeah, so it's probably between 50 and 60, like 55. Okay. Alright, Racine, 6.7 kilometers to my exit. By the way, you know, I like this GPS, even though it's just a car GPS. I like that it's actually small, so it doesn't take that much space on the windshield, you know. Oh, another Antero guy. Probably empty too. Yeah, lots of empty trucks now, especially between Canada and US. It's one of those times of the year where loads are scarce and you don't know where your next load is coming from. But I'm making my bet on Canada, because Canadian dollar is, I'm ashamed to say, is at 1.4. So 1 US dollar is $1.40 Canadian. The news online say this is the lowest in 11 years that Canadian dollar has ever been. Which is, of course, another reason why I'm going back to Canada, because I'm sitting here, I'm spending 40% more money than in Canada. Because, you know, every $1 US, right, it's $1.40 for me. And all my money is Canadian. It's sitting in my Canadian bank at home. So they do the conversion, and then of course they slap a fee on top of that. So very expensive for a Canadian to sit in here. So I'd rather sit at home. Plus I have my 5.7 liter Hemi equipped Dodge Ram over there. At least I can go, you know, burn some rubber. Okay, 3.3 kilometers. Where is this? So that way.
3 kilometers. Take the exit right. 333, Highway 20, towards Waterford.
Yeah, so I'm going south basically. I don't know why 94 here is called east, because it pretty much goes straight south, and there's a lake to my left somewhere there, behind the trees. Oh, and that's my exit, 333. So I'm gonna spend the night here, go to the restaurant, you know, relax after this exhausting 18-kilometer drive, and start trucking tomorrow, because I think tomorrow there shouldn't be too much traffic, because most people will be too drunk to drive. And from Oak Creek it's 550 miles, to my home area in Cambridge, Ontario. So basically it'll be a full day of driving for me tomorrow.
After 1 kilometer, take the exit right, 333, Highway 20, towards Waterford. Then, turn right.
Okay, so this is the exit. Oh yeah, it's a pretty, I remember this one. This is it's a huge truck stop. It's much bigger than
Take the exit right, then turn right.
than that Pilot. Okay, where are you? Where are you, petrol?
After 400 meters, turn right, Highway 20, towards Waterford. Then, turn left.
Ah, petrol, wait. It's straight ahead. I think. Yeah, Mobile. Oh, wait a second. So it's not
Turn right, then turn left, South Sylvania Avenue.
So it's not petrol anymore? Oh, no, no. They have Mobile on top of the... I see what they're doing here. They're trying to confuse people. I think it's this way.
Left turn ahead.
And I think now we can just shut off the oxygen for the GPS because I'm already here. Oh, so there's Outhouse Bar and Grill. Over here we have there's another truck stop over there near the Wendy's. Well, I'll go to this. There's a Quality Inn. Subway. Okay, now where's the entrance for trucks? I think it's over here. Like I mentioned before, sometimes it's tricky to find, you know, the entrance because normally they have different entrances for trucks and cars. Oh, lots of space. And I think there's a dealer. Oh yeah, that's just Petrolube, I think, or something. But if I decide to change my shocks, I can do it over here. So that's it, boys and girls. I'm done for today. So hopefully there'll be another video and I'll be loaded again before the end of the year. But you never know. So thanks for watching. Be safe and happy holidays to everybody.